So this judge, Bruce Cohen, he's in a bit of a pickle, isn't he? He's recused himself from the fake electors case after sending an email that, well, let's just say it wasn't exactly politically neutral.
Yeah, it seems like his email was a bit too passionate for a judge. He was basically telling his colleagues to speak out against attacks on Kamala Harris, and then he went on to talk about the Holocaust and the importance of speaking up against injustice. It's a bit of a hot potato, to say the least.
And it's a reminder that we need to be vigilant about protecting our democratic institutions. The rule of law is the foundation of our society, and we need to make sure that it's upheld, even when it's difficult.
Well said. It's a lot to think about, but it's important to have these conversations. We need to be able to talk about these issues openly and honestly, even when they're uncomfortable.
Right. And it's not just the content of the email, it's the fact that he sent it to a group of judges. It's not exactly the kind of thing you'd expect from someone who's supposed to be impartial.
Exactly. It's a bit of a breach of decorum, and it's understandable why the lawyers for the defendants are calling for his removal. They're arguing that he's biased against their clients, and that he can't be trusted to give them a fair trial.
And it's not just the lawyers. The defendants themselves are also arguing that the charges against them are politically motivated. They say that the Attorney General, Chris Mays, is trying to silence them for their criticism of the 2020 election.
It's a pretty serious accusation, and it's one that's likely to be debated for a long time. The defendants are arguing that they were exercising their right to free speech, while the prosecutors are saying that they crossed the line from protected speech to fraud.
It's a classic case of the First Amendment versus the law. It's going to be interesting to see how the courts decide this one.
Absolutely. And it's not just a legal battle, it's a political one as well. The fake electors case is a microcosm of the larger debate about the 2020 election and the legitimacy of the results. It's a debate that's likely to continue for years to come.
It's a shame that this case has become so politicized. It's important to remember that the law should be applied fairly and impartially, regardless of political affiliation.
I agree. It's a reminder that we need to be careful about the language we use and the platforms we choose to use it on. Even a well-intentioned email can have unintended consequences.